Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today's chess puzzle, we've got,
A fun one,
a really fascinating position here.
right?
So, white has their queen on a5,
Okay,
pawn on e4, pawn on f4, pawn on a3,
got it.
pawn on g3, pawn on b2, knight on b1, and king on c1.
Yeah.
Black has their king on g8, pawn on f7, pawn on e6, pawn on g6,
Mm-hmm.
pawn on a4, bishop on b3, and rook on h2.
All right.
So let's get this going.
Yeah.
Now, the first thing that jumps out at me is that black's rook on h2 looks kind of,
Out of place, it does seem
yeah,
that way, right?
a little out of place, almost trapped.
Almost trapped, but sometimes those seemingly passive pieces can hold hidden potential.
Right.
And what's interesting is that from h2, that rook has a direct line of sight to white's king. Even though it's on the edge of the board,
Yeah.
it could become a real threat if black can maneuver it correctly.
Okay, so even though it's on the edge of the board, it could become a real threat if black can maneuver it correctly.
Exactly. Okay, let's
Let's walk through it.
yeah, let's walk through it.
What would black's first move be?
Well, the key is to activate that rook.
Okay.
So black would start by moving their rook from h2 to c2.
rh2 to rc2.
That's right.
Got it. So now the rook is controlling the c file and aiming directly at white's king.
Yep.
What would white do in response?
White's most logical response would be to try and get their king out of the line of fire.
Right.
So they'd likely move their king from c1 to d1.
Makes sense. kc1 to kd1.
Exactly.
But black wouldn't just stop there, would they?
No, not at all.
Right.
Black would continue developing the attack by moving their rook from c2 to c5.
rc2 to rc5.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, the pressure's really building now.
It is.
That rook is bearing down on white's position.
Yeah, it is.
Where could white's king even go?
Well, white's only option at this point is to move their king to d2, hoping to just hold on.
kd1 to kd2.
Yeah,
It feels like black is tightening the noose with every move.
it really is, yeah.
What's the final blow?
Black finishes the sequence with a really powerful move, bringing the rook from c5 to a5.
Ray 5. That's brilliant.
It is. It's a nice move.
The answer is black rook h2 to c2.
Right.
White king c1 to d1. Black rook c2 to c5.
Uh-huh.
White king d1 to d2.
That's right.
Black rook c5 to a5.
Yes.
Now black's rook is perfectly positioned on the a file, controlling a key open file.
Absolutely.
And
It's limiting white's options.
yeah, really limiting white's options. Yeah.
Precisely.
And while this sequence doesn't deliver a checkmate,
Right.
it significantly improves black's position.
Yes.
It's a great example of how a well-planned strategy
I agree.
can turn a seemingly passive piece
Yeah,
into a dominant force.
it really is.
Yeah, really cool stuff.
Yep.
Thank you for listening.